You're watching DITV with complete coverage of the 2018 midterm election.
Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Anthony Caligari alongside Becca Scadden.
Good morning, Anthony, and happy Election Day. To start off today's show, we have reporters standing by in the studio and on campus to bring us the latest on today's election.
Let's toss it over to Lauren Varell, who is live in our studio to tell us about the gubernatorial candidates for this midterm election. Lauren?
Thanks, guys. The first candidate is the current governor, Kim Reynolds. Reynolds is a fifth-generation Iowan who grew up in St. Charles, Iowa. Before becoming governor, she served as a county treasurer, state senator, and lieutenant governor. Reynolds has made Iowa a national leader in STEM education, and she has developed trade missions to various countries. Her main goals as governor are to create good-paying jobs, invest in public schools, cut taxes, and increase opportunity in Iowa.
I want to keep moving Iowa forward. I want to help Iowans keep more of their hard-earned money by reducing taxes. My opponent, the first thing that he wants to do is raise taxes on hardworking Iowans and on families and on small businesses and on family farmers. And as I travel the state and especially talk to small businesses, they were struggling for workers the way that it was, and they wanted to be able to offer health care to their employees so that they could be competitive and bring more workers into their company, but they couldn't afford a 57% increase in premiums.
The opposing candidate is Fred Hubbell. Hubbell is a first-time political candidate who thrives in his experience with managing businesses and leading public entities.
I'm running for governor to change the direction of our state and put people first. You know, I'm not a politician, I never have been, but I know I have the leadership experience to bring people together and get results.
Hubbell has said he is committed to dedicating his life to helping others, and his goals are to balance a budget that supports education and health care. Those are your two candidates for this gubernatorial election. For more information, check out the Daily Iowan Voter Guide at dailyiowan.com. Now let's talk about the second congressional election with DITV reporter Noah Gowdy standing by in the newsroom. Noah?
Thanks, Lauren. This year we have a rematch of the 2016 election for the 2nd Congressional District seat here in the state of Iowa. It pits six-time incumbent Democratic Representative Dave Loebsack against Republican candidate Chris Peters. Now, Loebsack did beat Peters back in the 2016 election by a more than 7% victory margin, but this year's race seems to be shaping up much, much closer. Loebsack is running on the same platform he has for the last 6 terms, with him really trying to bring the most opportunity he can to the people here in the state of Iowa.
And making sure that I come back almost every single weekend when I'm not in session in Washington, D.C. And I come back here and I'm on the road. I have 24 counties. And I'm working really hard to hear what people have to say, to get their thoughts about how I can best represent them, because that's my job.
Now, Loebsack isn't the only one with Iowans' interests at hand, as he is going up against Republican candidate Chris Peters. Peters did a complete revamp of his campaign for the 2018 election, and he feels he is really the best possible candidate here in the ballot for Iowa's election. His main focuses for this campaign are on immigration reform, fighting corruption in Washington, and really bringing the best possible health care solution.
Well, healthcare costs is one of the issues that concerns me the most. It also is, not surprisingly, the most common issue we hear from voters, whether we're knocking doors or in polls or whatever, and that's true nationwide.
Now, this is a very highly contested race here in the state of Iowa. We're going to be keeping a very close eye on it, so we're going to have all the updates for you as they become available to us. And so now, for more on how you can get out and vote and have your voice heard, we have Mackenzie Cooper standing by out at the polls to tell you more. Mackenzie?
Good morning, thank you. I'm live outside of the University of Iowa main library, and as you can see behind me, it is all set up and ready to go for Election Day. Now, polls opened up at 7 a.m. this morning and they close at 9 p.m. tonight. If you are unsure of your polling location, be sure to visit johnson-county.com to find out where you can vote. Now, the state of Iowa is a state where you can register to vote on Election Day. So for college students who may be registered in a different county or even state, you can still vote in Johnson County today. Be sure to bring an identification of some kind and also a verification of your Johnson County address to your polling location. That could include either a piece of mail, a bill, or a paycheck. Be sure to follow the Daily Iowan on both Twitter and Facebook to stay updated with all of our Election Day coverage. Anthony and Becca, back to you.